Hi everyone, welcome back to the Morgan Homestead. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Sandy. And as promised in the last video, today we're going to bring you our top 10 best things or the best benefits or however you want to say it about homesteading. And we're going to follow the same format. They're in no particular order. I put them all in a bowl here and we're just going to take turns again pulling them out and then just discussing each one. So. So, you want to go first?
Sure. You get in shape.
Well, this is true for Kevin, not so much for me. I'm hoping this summer I will get in shape being out doing the gardening, but he's been getting in great shape with all the hard work.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with working around the homestead, you don't need a gym membership.
That's true.
I mean, you don't. You get your cardio, you get your weightlifting, everything in, you know.
He does.
Strength training. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully I will soon be outside and working in the garden and doing all of that. He's been doing all the building and things like that, so he gets his exercise that way. So, I don't know. We talked about it as a con in the last video. I think it's kind of a pro as well.
Oh, it absolutely is, yeah.
I mean, well, in the last video we said it can hurt your body. You can do damage.
It can be hard on your body, but I mean, at the same time, you're getting a lot of exercise.
And you're getting in shape.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I will too. Okay, so the next one. You enjoy nature. Well, if you're lucky enough, like us, we have 80 acres and we're kind of isolated here. I mean, on a daily basis, we see deer coming in from the field, wild geese and ducks and what else? Yeah,
I mean, we see all kinds of different kinds of birds, sandhill cranes, pileated woodpeckers.
And we've had, unfortunately, coyotes coming in.
Lately, yeah.
So hopefully we scare them away. I don't know. Kevin has been trying to work on scaring them away.
I mean, we see grouse, we see all the game birds and that kind of thing as well.
Yeah. What was that grouse called in the driveway?
They're ruffled grouse. Here in Minnesota, they're mainly ruffled grouse, especially in the northern part of the state.
We just saw that, and I put it on Facebook. I had never seen a ruffled grouse, and it was the male was performing for the female, and all ruffled up and tail up, and we can show a little clip of it here. It's not the greatest video. I was driving and stopped and trying to video in the car, but anyway, I thought that was really cool and interesting. So. Anyway.
And occasionally we see some bear.
Oh yes, we see bear, and we've had some come into the property. We can show a little bit of that here, and that's pretty cool to see. I mean, it's kind of scary sometimes, but it's kind of cool at the same time.
In Minnesota, it's only black bear basically is what we have, and they're mainly harmless. I mean, unless you, of course, corner them or get them into a situation where they're feeling like they're gonna get harmed or something.
Right. Okay, your turn.
Oh, your turn.
Oh, I always do this. I lose track. Okay, you know where your food is from, and this is really the main reason we started doing this.
Yeah, it is that sustainability, but yeah, definitely.
Knowing where your food is from, knowing that it's not full of pesticides and antibiotics for the meat.
Yeah, you grow your food the way you want it. You raise your food the way you want to raise it. You know they're humanely taken care of. Right,
and just knowing that it's here on our property, we know what was, how it was handled and all of that. So that's a big benefit of homesteading, and really one of the main reasons most people do it. So yeah, that's good.
Less contact with people.
This is more of a benefit on his side than my side. I mean, I'm more sociable, I think, than Kevin. But I mean, it actually worked out well for COVID reasons. You know, I mean, we were pretty isolated here. There wasn't a lot of contact with people. You know, we could live our lives day to day like normal and not worry about that. And his mom was going through cancer at the time, so we had to be extremely careful about being in contact with people. We didn't want to pass anything on to her. Her immune system was compromised, so that's kind of a benefit. You know, as it's a pro and a con, just like the other things. So
yeah, I mean, for me too, it's me being able to go out in the yard or the pasture or whatever and do my work and not have to worry about who's watching me do what and that kind of thing. I mean, I don't. I mean, I like socializing with people.
Yeah.
But when I'm in my house and my property, I like to be able to do my thing privately.
Right. So that is a big benefit. All right. Building up your infrastructure expands your growth potential. So as you're homesteading and you're building up your, you know, working on your pasture, working on your creating paddocks and all of that stuff, it increases your growth potential if you're doing this kind of as also as a business. Like the more paddocks we create and the more pigs we can have and raise to sell, etc. So, and yeah, just I think the more you work the property and the more you build up that infrastructure, it really just increases your growth potential. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it all depends on how much property you have, obviously, and what you can do on that property. But I mean, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, new business opportunities, if we add, you know, continue to add to our infrastructure is basically what that means. And these are all different for everybody. These are just the things that we kind of feel we are benefiting from and what we feel is important, but everyone's different. I'd like it if maybe you could drop in the comments what, you know, your top 10, maybe not the top 10, but maybe one or two things that you in your homestead feel that is important. That would be kind of interesting to hear.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that too. All right, self-sustainable living.
Kind of speaks for itself, but
yeah, another reason why we started doing what we're doing. You know,
right.
Raising our own food, being able to raise our food in case of crisis and know that we have food, not have to worry about where it's coming from.
Absolutely. I mean, God forbid something terrible should happen, but if it does, we are pretty well set here to, I mean, not for years and years, but I mean, we have plenty of food on the property. We are self-sustainable, whereas we can keep hatching out more chickens, we can hatch more ducks out, we can
raise more pigs.
So all of
and
that.
Eventually cows. You know, eventually
cows,
we'll have beef.
Hopefully. So yeah, I mean, and obviously if you have a stock of seeds, you can always grow vegetables and things in your garden. So
and saving seeds.
Yeah, we save seeds to make sure that we are using those year after year. So, and you know, preserving all of our food that we grow is a big part of it too. So I'm learning all of that, but we do have a freeze dryer where we freeze dry food, which can be saved for up to 25 years. So whenever I have excess that I don't think we're going to use during the year, I can freeze dry it and save it for potential need in the future or whatever. So, okay.
Your turn.
All right, next. And this is kind of pertains to Kevin too. You're mentally sharper. No, I mean, I think that you're mentally sharper because it takes a lot of learning and focusing and research and
less stress. I mean, really,
True.
There is a lot to be said about less stress, I think.
Yeah, the less stress and just being out in nature helps you to clear.
Down.
Yeah, and it helps you to clear your mind. You're able to think better, focus, just all in all, be sharper mentally. So, all right.
Debt-free living.
Yeah, and this is not true for everyone, but it is a possibility for people. I mean, if you have a home in the cities like we did and we sold at the top of the market, we were able to, you know, take that money and reinvest it in, pay off all of our debt and reinvest it into our property here. And we are working on getting a solar system set up to help with our electric bill and things like that. But I mean, we hope to be producing more and selling more, and having that income to go directly towards paying off what few bills that we do have here on the property. But
yeah, I mean, you're always going to have taxes and electric bill, utilities, that kind of thing, you know, unless you can go completely off grid. But we've chose not to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's something we hope we're kind of working towards getting as close to as possible with, you know, the solar panels and all of that. But I don't think we will ever be 100% off grid. I don't know.
No. I mean, it's pretty hard to do. It depends on your definition of off grid.
True.
You're always going to have to pay property taxes in most places, especially here in Minnesota.
Right. So, all right. You feel, or the pride you feel from your accomplishments. That's something that, you know, I see in homesteaders, and just talking to them, when they talk about their animals and even their gardens. On any YouTube channel, you'll see, I mean, there's pride. There's pride in, I was super proud of myself for the vegetables that I canned and all of that. I learned how to do that. And I'm sure Kevin's feeling a lot of pride for all the work he's put in.
All the accomplishments, the building of all the infrastructure and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's nice to see it done. It's nice to know that you did it yourself. Building this house was a big accomplishment. Huge accomplishment.
And all the things that he's learned to fix and has fixed for us. I mean, huge accomplishment. And when you do it and it works, I mean, you're full of pride for that.
Yeah, you feel very good. Yeah.
And that's good. It's good for your mental health and all of that. So pride in what you've accomplished is a big benefit to homesteading.
Last but not least, the YouTube community.
Yes, definitely. We have really enjoyed doing these YouTube videos and reaching out and making connections with other YouTubers and feeling that sense of community with other homesteaders that are doing what we're doing, and not just on YouTube, but across social media. I mean, we are in several IPP groups that it's really great to be able to interact with them and ask questions to the groups, and you interact quite a bit with the IPP sites on Facebook and stuff, right? Yeah. I mean, we get information and guidance on our pigs and all of that, and it's just been great. And I mean, we love to interact with you guys. If you would leave a comment, anything, if you yourself have a YouTube channel, please put it in the comments. We will definitely subscribe to your channel and follow you. We really appreciate all of your support, so that's been a big benefit to us. So that's it on our top 10. I mean, we could probably go on and list more things, but those are the main things. Is there anything you'd want to add to that?
No, at this point we kept it at 10. I think we should keep it at 10, but yeah, we could go on and on about a lot of it.
I mean, we're really enjoying this way of life. I think we're getting a lot of benefits out of it, and it is hard work. We talked about the problems. There are problems that come up, but I think getting through those together and solving those problems is a great thing. So we're enjoying it and would highly recommend it to anyone else out there that's thinking about doing that. So that's our main reason too for doing the YouTube channel, is to encourage others, especially if you're older like us, to go ahead and do it and enjoy this way of life. So that's it for this video. hope to see you on the next one, where, what are we going to talk about on the next one? Oh, our ducks.
Yeah.
We have a lot to talk about our ducks, so we're going to bring that to you next. But thank you so much for joining us, and please subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps us out a lot, and leave a comment of your channel or anything you want to say, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye for now.